So on the screen right now, I have what a one-star director looks like. You have 8 customers in your left leg, 8 customers in your right leg. You're going to make $10 a day in daily pay. If you make your first 3 sales within your first 30 days, you pick up the extra $100 bonus. Every time your team enrolls somebody, you're picking up the one-star director bonus, the director bonus, meaning that on average, we have our one-star directors making, call it $500 to $600 per month. Now, we talk about 8 customers in the left leg and 8 customers in the right leg. But what that really represents is 600 in volume in the left leg and 600 in volume in the right leg. Now, the binary compensation program is the most popular form of compensation program in the network marketing industry today. And in 99% of those binary compensation programs, they pay you 10% on one leg. So if you have 600 volume in your left leg and 600 volume in your right leg, in 99% of those companies, your check would be exactly $60. Your check wouldn't be $58. It wouldn't be $62. It'd be exactly $60. And every single leader knows that. With our company, your check is not $60. Your check is somewhere between $400 and $700 a month. So we have a very, very aggressive compensation program. Now, the reason we pay out so much more money than the other companies is because their comp plan's based on the theory of network marketing. Our comp plan's based on the reality of network marketing. Meaning we all describe network marketing, you get 5, he'll get 5, he'll get 5, but that never actually happens. Instead, as a company, we're aware that, 1 gets 1 or 2 and 2 get 1 or 2, and they kind of spider leg down, and some get 3 and some become 1-star. We know the percentages. And the compensation program is built organically. You're just building your own business. You tell a few who tell a few, and they're building their own business. And of course, some are going to succeed wildly and some don't, right? But when it's just being built naturally, there's a certain trend that tends to take place. And because the compensation programs don't build perfectly, it creates a lot of breakage for the company. Meaning the theory of a compensation program says it's going to pay out 60%, but because so many people don't qualify, it only ends up paying out 35%. And the company calls that breakage, right? It looked like we paid out 60, but we really paid out 35 because all these people that didn't qualify, and that difference between 60 and 35, the company just gets to keep. Our company took all of that excess money and we pay it to all of you, especially early in the pay program. And that's why you can earn $400 to $700 a month in our pay program where other companies would only pay you 60. It very much rewards the people who are willing to follow through and do what they're supposed to do. To give you one more example, 2-star director, you get 25 customers on your left leg, 25 customers on your right leg. Your volume is 2,000 left, 2,000 right. And 99% of the companies, they pay you 10% on one leg. Your check is $200. With us, your check cannot be less than $1,050. It's impossible. And many people are earning $1,500 to $2,000. Again, the company's taking all of that breakage money because things don't build perfectly. And they're rewarding the people who do, in fact, go do what they're supposed to do. Rewarding the people who do get 25 left, 25 right. We're taking all that excess money and we're paying it to you. This continues all the way through our ambassador program. When you become an ambassador, you've only got 15,000 volume left, 15,000 volume right. It's 188 people on your left leg and 188 people on your right leg. That's less than 400 people on your team. And 99% of the companies, they pay you 10% on one leg, meaning your check is $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. But we don't pay you $1,500 a month. When you become an ambassador with us, we're going to pay you $90,000 to $110,000 per year. Companies trying to create a new era for network marketing where people can make real bill paying money right out of the gate. Not maybe someday, but right away. And so number one, someone can come to our company and get 3 people and they're now break even. This membership no longer costs them any money. That's a 33% payout. It's very aggressive. It helps people get back to break even, to get to a place where, hey, this doesn't cost me any money. And guess what? I got 3 vacations. And then when you get to the 8 left, 8 right, hey, an extra $400 to $700 a month. I mean, that's a car payment. We had 3 people last week alone that I know of that did that in their first week. Now, not everyone's going to do that in their first week. Some people, it takes them 1 month. Some people, it takes them 1 quarter. Some people might take them 1 year. But either number It's an unbelievable amount of residual income, an extra 5 to 8,000 a year. And it's something that anybody could do. Other companies are paying them $60 a month. We're paying them, 400 to 700. We're giving them an actual car payment, not just $60 a month. And again, that continues all the way through 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. And we have people on the Zoom right this very moment. Galena, you've had great success out of the gate. Eager and Larissa, they've only been here 3.5 months. And Larissa's a 3-star, Eager's a 4-star. I mean, if you add that up, they're $7-8 grand a month in income in 3.5 months. And how fast somebody does it is not what's important. It's the fact that it's doable. If somebody's doing it in 3 months, we can help anyone on your team do it in 3 years. The next thing I want to bring up about our company is our CEO and founder. He's very, very conservative. All of the vacations everybody's taking right now, he paid for them a year ago. He paid the office rent for the entire year of 2023 in December. He paid every other vendor you can think of for the year of 2023 in December of 2022. If you were here in December and you were making money, you got a letter from the company saying you must take your money. And if you don't take your money, they're going to force that money to your account. Why would the company force you to take your money? Why would they pay their vendors a year in advance? Because they're trying to get rid of cash. We are a cash-rich company. But the reason we're so profitable is because Mr. David Hart is very, very conservative. He doesn't take chances. But that's also why his company this month began its 11th year in business, began its second decade in business. If you ask most CEOs about what their vision and what their dream is, most of your MLM CEOs will reply with how they're going to be the biggest. They're going to get there the fastest. They're going to be King Kong and set records that's never been done. And a lot of that's ego. And the problem with ego is it means you start doing things and you start cutting corners to fulfill your own ego because you want to get there faster. You want to be bigger. You want to be better. And you're willing to cut corners to get there to feed your own ego. This is what the Bible would call building on sand versus building on rock. Those corners that you cut usually come back to bite you. Our company knows they have 3 things they have to do. We have to deliver the product. We have to pay people on time, every time, never, ever an excuse. And the company must operate itself in a way to stay regulatorily correct, to make sure that they're doing everything by the book so that they're above and beyond reproach. And that way there's never any regulatory concerns from either the regulators who guard the MLM industry or even people on the banking and financial side, because that's another big sinkhole. A lot of people don't realize if you don't do things correctly, then the credit card people can start strangling your business because they start imposing all kinds of new rules and regulations. If you ask David Hart about his vision for this company, it's not about being the biggest or being the fastest. It's about making sure that we are here the longest. He wants a legacy business that is here for his kids and grandkids. A business that's paying you on time, every time, not just for the past 10 years as we have, but for the next 40, 50, 60 years as well. It takes discipline and patience to build it correctly. And it's very easy to look the other way when tons of sales are coming in and say, well, although maybe these sales are sales that were not coming in correctly, or there could be some problems with the sales that are coming in. It's easy to look the other way, just say, yeah, bring them in. We want their money. We want their money. And again, it takes discipline and incredible patience to say, no. We have to make sure everything is done correctly. But that's clearly the company saying, hey, look, we don't want money if it's not done correctly. We're going to give you your money back and make sure everything is done by the book. That's a company showing that patience, showing that discipline. And that's how you know you're going to keep getting paid every single Friday, not just this year, but for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And that's what really matters. You got to do the work to build it today. You want to make sure it's going to be here all the years down the road. And so just giving you guys some background about who our CEO and founder is and why certain things get done certain ways. But I've been around the industry long enough to know that the more mature and the better process is to do it correctly. because the field never fails the company. It's always the company who fails the field. Us as distributors have created incredible sales and brought our teams to companies, but then usually the company let us down some way, somehow. And so David can be very conservative. Conservative nature is the reason we're going to be here 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, because he is very methodical. He's very conservative, and he's going to make sure he protects the mothership so that you guys can always get paid on time, every time.